Hey, family, Mr. Frederick, right back at you. Another message for you guys. I want to talk about builders. Builders have to heal and build. You might say, Mr. Frederick, what do you mean by that? What do you mean builders have to heal and build? You see, different people are put into the world for different reasons. You have individuals that are here to support, be a part of the infrastructure. You have people that are visionaries. You have people that are worker bees. You have people that are lieutenants. And you have people that are builders. You have all of these different roles. And they all have to do what they're meant to do. And there's no way around it. Now, no matter what you go through in life, it really doesn't matter. You are not going to be fulfilled. You are not going to be in your alignment unless you're doing what you're here to do. So that might take place different kind of ways. It might be that you might start a business. You might be an individual that you need to help someone in the healthcare industry. It could be something in the sense of you might be a warrior, you might be a soldier, someone who battles. You know, all of these different roles. But unless you are put into that role, you're going to be like a fish out of water. And so the more significant your role is as far as the amount of individuals that you impact, the more that responsibility is going to be magnified on you, on your shoulders. And you can try to run from it. It won't work. The universe is going to keep circling you back to what you're supposed to do. But here's the thing. If you aren't healed, trying to build is going to always fall. And the reason being is that foundation is faulty. So when you're building on a foundation of quicksand, what's going to happen? It's not going to grow. It's going to go right down. So this is how the universe tests you. It says, okay, you either face yourself and work on yourself, or you'll be punished. No way around it. And that's the hardest thing to do, because what you're trying to do essentially is run from that. You want to just do what you're here to do, which you might know, but that's not going to be possible until you heal yourself. And it's really interesting when you think about it, because for years you'll just run in circles and you'll just meet opposition constantly, because you're not doing what you're here to do. It's like too much is given, much is required. And you got to remember that. One thing you want to think about when I say this is the challenges, they can't be circumvented. You know, there's no way to go around them. There's no way to go under, go over. You have to meet those challenges head on, or you'll keep seeing this opposition hitting you, challenging you to make you be who you are. I'll tell you guys a quick story about me. I remember when I was in 5th grade. I think it was like 5th grade. And there was this kid in my class. He was a couple of years older than me. I mean, he was much older than all other kids. He came from another country. And I remember he was a bully, you know, and I was never one that you could really bully. You know, I didn't want to fight. I never was somebody who looked for it. But I was always someone who, if you brought it to me and I had to do it, I would do it. You know, and something would click in. And so I knew that about me. And I remember he kept messing with me. And finally I snapped on him. So he saw the shark. And that's why I have it, because that side of me, although I'm a very kind-hearted person, that side of me has saved me so many times in my life, because, you know, people will try to, they see your demeanor, they see, he's kind of laid back, he want to have fun, he's, pretty good-natured person. Let me, someone who's kind of just on the dark side, let me rock that a little bit. And When I snapped on him, he started to laugh. And I was like, what is he laughing at? And he said, that's all I wanted to see. That's all I wanted to see. And I said to myself, I was a kid, but I knew this is a pretty sick individual, even back then. However, what I realize now, years later, is that, yes, he was who he was, but it was the universe sending him to me, because you have to be complete. And a lot of times, when you aren't displaying your complete self, it has to come out one way or the other. And it might be in events that seem like just little nothing events, but it's going to come out where you cannot hide who you are. You cannot hide the warrior side in you. You cannot hide the king in you. You cannot hide the queen in you. You cannot hide the helper. All of these sides have to come out at different times. That's why you have them. It's just like I didn't like to see one time with my brother years ago. I remember kids were trying to pick on me. I don't know, I had issues, whatever. But I remember, my brother would take up for me. And in this particular instance, the kid was much older than us. So he took care of my brother. And my brother was crying. And I remember I said, and my brother came in, and I was smaller than him. But I said, you know what? I had to go back outside. And I was like, where's he at? And other boys they like, hey, oh, there you go. And, he took care of me too. But it was the point that spirit, that heart, that warrior had to be on display. It had to be there. It's no way to hide it. It's the same thing with your builder in you, or whatever you have, the healer in you. You could be an individual who is a teacher, okay? All of these different skill sets that the Lord blesses you with have to be put into play in the universe. Have to be. One way or the other. You can see it with emergencies. Tragedies happen and someone just rises. They rise and they rescue people. And they're like, wow, we never seen that. That person had that in them all along. The universe is just testing it for it to come out. And that's why it's important that builder in you have to come out. That builder in you have to come out. But for it to reach its maximum potential and actually do what it's supposed to do, you have to heal. That means you have to face yourself. You have to face yourself. No way around it. Okay? No way around it. Another thing that's going to happen is your purpose for the world is so important that there's no way that you can avoid it or downplay it. You might try to, but you won't be satisfied. You won't be happy. You won't be in your right role. It's like Einstein said about a fish climbing a tree. You're going to fall in line with who you are, one way or the other. So don't run from it. But the things that's required of you to do, you can't avoid. You got to go through the process. You're forced to do these things. You're forced to do these things no kind of way. Other than that, you're going to be punished. There's no way around it. You're going to be punished. You have to build. You have to heal in order to build. No other way around it. And it's not necessarily for you. You got to remember, we are here for a greater purpose. Everyone. The collective consciousness. All of us play roles. Some of us are here to be able to support. Some of us are hard workers. We're here to just get the job done. You meet people in certain jobs where you would say, okay, all you have to do is put it in front of them, give them the directions, and they can outwork everyone in there. They can outwork everyone in there nonstop. You're like, wow. It's just like a basketball team or a football team. They say that dog, that individual that just puts their nose to the ground and just go get it. You need role players. Everyone has a role. Know your role, but know that if you're a builder, you have to build. But understand that you have to take the steps in order to build the ultimate structure. You have to take those steps. And facing yourself, facing your pain, facing anything that's ever happened that you didn't figure out, or you didn't understand, or you wanted to, traumas, whatever you want to call it. Facing those are the greatest challenges, because once you do that, now you will see those structures be able to build the way they're supposed to be. So that's my message, guys. Remember, you're a builder, but in order to build, you have to heal. Peace.